Hey guys, welcome to Crazy Days. Today we're going to be doing something with the ginger that Heidi from Lori Family brought me. If you remember in our live stream on Deep South Homestead, we showed you what it is. And I'm going to show you the box and what the ginger is and what we're going to be doing with it. Yeah, my hair's down. It's hot outside, but it's been raining all night. And I got out and pulled weeds, and Danny's solarizing the garden. So I cleaned one whole half of my lemongrass today, and then I came in and I was very, very filthy because it's wet and the dirt's wet and I had dirt everywhere. So, and my hair's thick, so I got to let it dry before I can do anything else. But I'm not one to sit around. So we're going to be slicing ginger, getting it ready, and I am not peeling my ginger, guys. Just saying. So let's get started. This is the box. You see that? I'm talking a box full of ginger, and it is organic. The stickers somewhere. Organic ginger. Isn't this gorgeous? You would pay a lot for this ginger in the store. These two pieces here hooked together, anywhere from $8 to $15 according to what kind of store you go to and where you get it. That much ginger, guys. And this can be planted, and we probably will take a finger or two here and go plant a small patch of this, because I already have 4 types of ginger growing here at Deep South. And according to what kind this turns out to be, it might be a 5th kind. There's lots and lots and lots of varieties of ginger. So as you can see, I have my work cut out for me. If I do not get all this cut up, some of it can go in the fridge. It will last for quite a while, a couple of 3 months in the fridge. I'm going to cut any spots that look bad off. This one has a spot here that looks bad. I don't want that in my ginger, so we're going to cut that out. Okay, so now I have a pretty good piece of ginger here that looks really great, and you want it in thin slices. We want that whole piece off. About like that. That's what you're wanting. And we're going to lay those out in our tray. Let's go from this end. I'm going to cut that little knob off, and we're going to just split it in half and then work our way back this way. Okay, that is one little finger right there. So I got my work cut out for me, don't I? And if you want to cut it at angles, that's perfectly okay. It'll make it longer. Let's do this one. You can do long strips. Do it like that. According to what you're going to be using it in, it's great for Asian dishes. And my new little Rada knives. Thank you for this set. They cut really, really, really well. So this one, I'm just going to cut at an odd angle. And somebody's going to say you should be cutting across, but I'm not planning on using this for a lot of things, mainly for teas, medicines, that sort of thing. I love ginger in my tea, and there's a few things I like to cook with, so I'm not just biting into ginger. I'm going to be grinding it up, and it's not going to matter once it's done. We have coffee grinders and things like that, so whatever we decide at some point we need ginger for. And I shouldn't have to have ginger forever, but guess what? I got lots and lots of ginger growing, and we're going to be planting more. I've had lots of people ask me about herbs, and I always tell them a few specifics that I would have on homestead. I am not a doctor. I don't prescribe anything, and I don't tell you that you can use ginger for relieving all your symptoms. I'm telling you that there are properties in ginger that will help with these symptoms that I mentioned in this video. Ginger is one of those top 10. If you're going to grow herbs, grow ginger. If things get bad and people have stomach aches, any kind of intestinal problems, ginger's good to have on hand. If you've got young women that get pregnant, you better have some ginger. You got babies that are colicky, hey, some ginger. You have old people that are having trouble with digestion, ginger. It happens, guys. Ginger's the number, I'd say in the top 5. I said top 10, but I'd say in the top 5, ginger's one of them. So I'm going to continue on. This is only my 3rd piece. Got quite a few more to go. Isn't that gorgeous? Get it in there. All right. Tray number 1 of ginger is good to go. Here we have 2 of my gingers. This one has just bloomed and they always smell good. We're just letting it take over here. And behind it you can see Danny's planted some banana plants, but this right here is ginger that's just bloomed. This ginger, I'm just letting it take over. We've got to get the weeds out, but it looks great. And I've got 2 other kinds. This ginger I got from Danny's mom. It puts on a big pink like pine cone type flower, so it's called pine cone ginger. I planted it here in the front and hoping to get a good stand of it. This ginger is some that Jen at the Nut House sent, and it is just growing well. It did great last year and it came up. We left it in during the winter and we have it behind our sugar cane here. Ginger's the spice that you use in cooking, in Asian foods, things like that. But it can be used in the bathtub to promote perspiration, to relieve congestion and from fever, and to help relax tired, aching muscles. Use 3 to 4 tablespoons in a bath, in a tepid bath, not a hot bath, to relieve tired muscles. It's great for cough syrups to relieve the congestion in the sinus cavities when it's combined with cayenne. It can help with the kidneys and bowels. It can remove toxins from the body, stimulates the circulatory system. It's excellent for menstrual cramps. And guys, this is just an all-around good stomach remedy for old people, young people alike. It can be used for anybody, even your animals. Okay, so here you can see we have Nosy in the way, but you see the ginger root here. You can dig up a portion of it, all of it, whatever you want. We left this during the winter, last winter, and it's come back out, and you see the stand that I have and the dog in the way. This is from Jen at the Nut House, and it is growing really, really well with the roots here. Each type of ginger has its own unique look. These leaves are long and slender. You can see how long and slender they are. It's hard to do a video with you here. Behave. Okay, so these are long and slender. The other leaves, I'm going to show you what each one of them that I have looks like as far as leaves. As far as I know, this one does not bloom. It's not bloomed for me yet. Some of my others do bloom. So I will show you the difference in the leaves and the difference in the blooms. It's coming from a long tap root across, and you can see the root itself has not developed into the fingers, but smelling it definitely smells like ginger. You can see the color on the newly formed piece here, and the difference. I mean, it's tall, about 4 foot tall, and look at the leaves. These are wider than the other leaves, but they're long, not quite as long maybe as the other leaves, but they're wider. And this one did have the blooms. I'm going to replant this one because I'm moving some of this around and trying to get it to grow a little better in the area. It's just starting to grow. It has a little bit. I took it off the side. I'm going to replant it, but it doesn't have the big nubbins on it, the little fingers. It had a piece of a root started, and you can see where it's growing out to start new shoots. Some of the older stock here would probably have more roots on it. These leaves are like banana leaves. They're extremely long, and they're wide like the others, but they're even longer than the others. Each one has a unique stalk. This one has very few leaves on it, where some of the others have more leaves closer together. And this one, as far as I know, does not bloom. These leaves are even wider and longer than the ones before. All 4 kinds of ginger that I have right now grows differently. On this one, it comes up and each leaf overlaps almost like a banana plant does. And then I have a new one coming out in the center. And this one will put on a stalk eventually up here that makes the pink and yellow pine cone looking flowers. This one, the roots are not developed because I just moved it a month ago. And I'm not sure if it even puts on the little fingers. It may be ornamental, but it's ginger. I hope you enjoyed this ginger video. Ginger would be in the top 10 of herbs to have on the homestead to grow and have when you needed them. You can also dehydrate them, as you saw. I vacuum sealed it for future use. That way I don't have to worry about anything going bad with it. It's good. It'll last for years, vacuum sealed. You can keep it fresh. It's like one of the best herbs. And like I said, top 10. I would put it in my top 5. And we're going to work with other herbs, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about different herbs that I have growing here and what my top 10 would be. I'm going to try to make a list this week and get it out to you guys. I'm thinking that's in the top 10 too. How many of you know what that is? And how many of you know that the dog is going to always be in the background? Now he wants to be good. Thank you guys from Crazy Days.